What if one day, just one or even a few hours could change your entire creative rhythm? No hustling, no massive life changes, just one unapologetic day to make something from start to finish. This isn't about changing the world in one day, it's about showing up. Today, I'll show you what happens when you say yes to that day, a day that belongs to your ideas, your voice, your magic. Watch me go from zero to finished in real time.
I think in order to be creative later in life, if life is so busy for you, it has to be a series of absolutely illogical choices.
Hi, it's Em. Today we're going to talk about how to have a successful creative day. Okay, so we're not going to talk about having an entire creative life. We're just going to talk about doing one day. I'm the queen of productivity. I've created 25 records. I've toured all over the world. I lost a record deal at age 21, but then got one in my 40s. I'm now 49 and I'm creating a metal band. So let's break it down, shall we? Let's first of all talk about time. One of the things that you can do for yourself, and I'm taking this from the book, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. He talks about something called Einstein time. So I would say about 99.99999% of people will say, I don't have time for that, okay? Or I'm running out of time. There's not a lot of time left. So those sorts of phrases, I'm sure you've said it yourself. But in his book, Gay says, you can become the source of time. So you need to flip the script and realize that you are the one who creates time. Okay, so the minute you say, I'm running out of time, I don't have time, etc., you're giving away that power. So we want to take that back. Okay, one of the ways that you can take that back is by scheduling your creative day. So right there, you're creating time to do your project. You're not drowning in your responsibilities saying, I don't have time. You're creating time. Okay, so that's number one, schedule it. So this week, I scheduled a creative day for myself on Monday. I'm going to show you what happened, and you'll get some tips along the way.
It's like a Moroccan mint tea, and I also start with water. Why? Because I've learned from Ayurvedic nutrition that when you start the day with coffee, you're putting the body into a state of almost like fight or flight. And I'm gonna have coffee, but not just right when I get up, okay? So starting with the mint tea, a mint tea also helps reduce bloat, and also the water is like a shower for your internal organs. Shower on the inside, you make your own joke. Okay, so I have 20 minutes before I get to my yoga class. So what I'm gonna do is start my future self meditation. Whatever about the woo-woo. This is one of the most effective things that I've ever done to put myself in a successful headspace, especially when I have so many negative stories from childhood that work against me. Also, I have something called musical PTSD, which it's not a real thing, so apologies to those of you who have actual PTSD, but this was coined by my friend Leslie Morgan. You work your whole teenage life to, have your dreams realized in a record deal, and then you get dropped, right? So, people get dropped, they get new record deals or whatever, but I had a lot of things happen around then, and I've told myself a lot of stories about my worth and people's support for me. So I'm going to listen to my future self meditation. I created it myself, and see what kind of headspace it puts me in. Okay, so I just did my meditation. Meditation can be done at home. Possibly it's more effective than if you're driving. But already, know what it feels like when you start it? It feels like you're listening to fiction. And if that's the case, it's a sign that you're actually like changing your neural wiring, because if it feels like fiction and it's something that you desire, that just means that you need to bring it closer to you and make it a reality. So I highly recommend Future Self meditations. How am I feeling right now? Definitely more in the mindset to create. A little nauseous. Like, I think in order to be creative later in life, if life is so busy for you, it has to be a series of absolutely illogical choices, which makes sense because you've spent your whole life making logical choices and they put you in a place of comfort. So, 5:20 in the morning, I'm going to yoga class in the wrong direction of where I'm headed later today. It's like adding 40 minutes onto my day and like listening to a future self meditation. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but in a lot of ways it makes all the sense. The one thing I'll say about starting is I have a clear idea of what I'm writing about. So I think it's always good to have something. There's definitely something I want to say today, because I had a kind of a tricky weekend. But then musically, like today, I want to write like Bruce Hornsby. I need my hands to grow about 10 times the size, I think, so that I can play Bruce Hornsby chords. I've got the magic thing right now. I've got my musical inspiration and my emotional inspiration. So let's see what happens. Okay, the other horseman of the apocalypse in terms of getting in the way of your creativity, in addition to making a YouTube video about it, is texts. So right now I just, like, there's a bunch of texts that just came in because I picked up my phone to look at the chords for End of the Innocents. Holy jeez. Okay, I don't have notifications on. I'm gonna put my phone down now. I feel drained. Like my entire brain has been sucked out of my head. This is what the writing looks like. Yeah. I don't know. So I found that when I was trying to play like Don Henley, whatever, like the End of the Innocents, Bruce Hornsby, Don Henley, whatever. It was hard to write that way, so I just stuck to like chords. But I think I wrote something it's probably the most personal thing I've written in a long time, so I'm done for the day. It is now 10:15. My day is pretty much over. Actually, I'm going to record it one more time so it's more concise. And then I'm going to listen back when I get back and see if I actually like it.
Screaming out for love for all these years, aired my fears against your breakers. I don't trust no one, I ain't the first girl to. You don't know what to do with my nature. Maybe the honeymoon tempers the hard things till the truth always rises up. Maybe the sunny moon sets on the city apart. I bet you wish that I'd be there for you. So to blame. You won't leave me standing here, but just to leave in another way, leave in another way. Mac wrote, yes, the Bruceness is kind of baked into that piano rhythm and sensibility. And when we think about how End of the Innocence makes us feel, there's a yearning and melancholy, of course. I'd love to try and write something with you that pulls those same emotional levers, but maybe I could come at it a different way and still pianistically centric. That's almost always at the heart of what I do, as you know. So to recap, you are the source of time. Thank you, Gay Hendricks. Schedule your creative time. Get up early. That means you might have to go to bed early, so you have to adjust what you're doing the night before. The morning doesn't really start in the morning, it starts the night before, right? Visualize your success, okay? Even your broader success that hasn't happened yet. Minimize distractions. So you'll always have distractions. We live in a world of chaos and distraction. So how will you protect yourself from that? You have to be a bit of a warrior about it. Also, know when you're done being creative. You don't have to be creative all day long, every day, all week. When you're done, you're done. Your body will tell you. And then finally, do something with your creation. Okay? So, I mean, you could finish it and do a little dance. That's doing something about it. Or you could share it with someone or take it to the next level by inviting a collaborator. I hope that this helped. And if you would like a future self-meditation created by me, I've just opened my Etsy shop. I'll link that in the episode description. And happy creating. It's pretty much the only thing worth doing in this totally bonkers time.